Welcome to Las Vegas. This was such an experience, and I'm so glad that I got to tour Las Vegas when I was more of an adult. I was here during the time of the Formula One race, and my parents actually came out to celebrate Thanksgiving with me. So we ended up booking the Marriott Grand Chateau that was overlooking the Formula One track. So we did get to see them practice the day before their race. On the first day, we mostly just explored around and walked a little bit of the strip. We did end up getting some breakfast and coffee, but just exploring these buildings is really incredible. It was so cool to actually drive on the actual Formula One racetrack while they were preparing the track for that evening. Next up, we did decide to go to the Grand Canyon on the Arizona side, so on the west rim. We went on the skywalk and ended up getting some lunch there. The views were spectacular. I have never seen anything like the Grand Canyon before, so I was so happy that I could finally go and see this great wonder. It was finally time for the actual race of Formula One, and boy was it so exciting. We could hear music playing everywhere. We got to see everywhere on the track, and it was cool to switch from the actual track and the video because we could really see the layout. And then it was really cool to see the formation lap and then actually seeing the race start. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see how it ended, but we all know that Verstappen won, which I'm so happy for. He's one of my favorite drivers of Formula One. That evening, my parents took me to the Top of the World restaurant, and boy, was this such an incredible experience, because this is one of those fancy restaurants that rotates so you can see the city in its entirety. So it actually rotates you while you are eating dinner, so you can overlook the entire Vegas. The drinks and the food were really good too, and service was exceptional. The following morning, my parents and I decided that we would stay closer on the strip and relax a little bit. We ended up going to several of the hotels to see what each hotel had to offer. We started off at the Venetian Hotel, and my goodness, was the gallery so spectacular. Just the paintings on the ceilings reminds me so much of Italy, and it was very unique to see it brought to life. After the Venetian Hotel, we went to Caesar's Palace to look around, and Caesar's Palace is really, really nice, I will say. After exploring Caesar's Palace for a little bit, we went to the Bellagio Hotel after that to look at the Christmas Conservatory and watch the Bellagio fountains. On the following day, my parents decided to take us to Hoover Dam, and on the way there we actually got to stop at Lake Mead and just overlook it. It was really a spectacular lake. Hoover Dam was definitely impressive. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the tour that day because it was a holiday when we went. But I would highly recommend doing that if you can, because I've heard the tour is very good. The next day, I decided to do the Friends experience at the MGM Grand because I absolutely love the TV show and I really wanted to see what this experience was all about, and I'm so glad that I did. I actually even pretended that I was getting married. It was hilarious as I walked through the chapel doors. Just seeing all of the sets and the clothing items from the characters and the actors was really just a special moment, especially now that Matthew Perry has passed. but certainly not least, I got to see a concert in Las Vegas. And that was really an incredible moment. I got to see the Jonas Brothers. But before the Jonas Brothers actually came out, their other brother, Franklin Jonas, did a little bit of his own music and actually went into the crowd, and we were like a few feet away from him when he came on our side of the stadium, which was so cool. After Franklin Jonas, Jesse McCartney came out, and my goodness, was that a complete shock. I hadn't looked at who was actually performing before the Jonas Brothers because this was kind of a last minute thing. But I was so happy to hear his music. He really is an amazing artist. And then finally, we got to see the Jonas Brothers, and they played all of the classic music and some of their own songs as well. A few from their Christmas movie. And I just had a great time. I was out there with one of my other extern friends that actually was also an SGU student, and we just really enjoyed the evening. It was like the perfect way to end our time in Las Vegas. This city was incredible, and I had such an amazing time here, and I would highly recommend anyone going because it really is something to see. It blew all of my expectations out of the water. This city will definitely always hold a special place in my heart, and I hope to go again soon.